Have you ever seen a video or a post in social media about someone's move to Colorado, and right under there's one comment, "Don't move here." No explanation, just a warning dropped right under someone's happiest moment. And if you're actually thinking about the same move, that comment doesn't just feel rude, it gets under your skin. Are these people unwelcoming? Sometimes yes, but here's what I find interesting. These comments come from people who were born and raised in Colorado, but also from people who moved here only 10 years ago. But it's almost everyone who's been here a while and moved here for different reasons. And most of the time, what's underneath that comment isn't about you. It's people who fell in love with Colorado the way it used to be. And they're scared it will keep changing until it's not that place anymore. Hi, I'm Ewelina. I moved from Poland to Colorado 25 years ago. And all these years later, I'm still here. So if I was able to figure this place out, I can help you figure out too. Together with my husband Simon, who's also the one holding the camera right now, we have buyers and sellers all across the Denver metro area. I'm just starting this channel, and what you will get here is a different perspective. Not the typical born and raised local, not someone who moved here last year and suddenly became a Colorado influencer, but someone who came here, built a life, and learned Colorado from the inside out. So if that kind of perspective is worth having in your corner, hit subscribe. And since this channel is brand new, you'd basically be a founding member, which honestly is a pretty good deal. Today, I want to break down what locals really say, what they mean, and which complaints are fair versus just a little dramatic. Because it's both, and you deserve to know which is which before decision to move to Colorado. So what do people really mean when they say, "Don't move here"? Don't try to turn Colorado into the place you moved away from. This is really the root of most "don't move here" comments, even hiding behind something else. It's not about you personally, it's about identity. Colorado has a certain feel, a certain pace, and people who live here, whether for 25 years or 5, chose this place because of that feel. So when someone moves here and asks why Colorado doesn't have what their old city had, locals get upset sometimes. Not because they dislike you, but because they're worried Colorado will slowly turn into the place you were trying to leave. What this means for you, if you love something specific about Colorado enough to move here, that something is usually the thing locals care about most too. Respecting it isn't about losing yourself. It's understanding why you wanted to come here in the first place. And this is where the "don't move here" comments start to make more sense. Because when locals say Colorado has changed, they're not always talking about some big political idea or being rude to newcomers. A lot of the time, they're talking about very real, everyday things that feel different now. Let me give you some examples what locals say. The trails used to be quiet, now you need a reservation or a miracle to find parking. This one is true, completely true. If you've seen photos of someone hiking a quiet Colorado trail alone, that photo is probably old or taken at 5 in the morning, or both. Popular trailheads now need reservations. Parking lots fill up before sunrise on summer weekends. Some of the most photographed spots feel more like an amusement park versus a peaceful hike. Here's what locals really mean. They're not saying you personally ruined their hike. They're saying Colorado used to feel easier, quieter, and less crowded. A lot of people moved here for that peaceful outdoor lifestyle. And now that peace is harder to find. So when locals sound frustrated, this is usually where it's coming from. What this means for you, if your whole vision of Colorado is quiet mornings alone in the mountains, you might need to adjust your schedule or your expectations or go to a completely remote place. The mountains are still incredible, just not a secret anymore. Can we normalize not sharing every Colorado place online? Real example, this happened to me. I posted a TikTok about a spot in Colorado. The video did really well, almost 90,000 views. A lot of comments said I shouldn't have shared it because now everyone will know and ruin it. But here's where it gets tricky. This spot is on Google already, and with hundreds of reviews. You can find it in 10 seconds. I didn't discover a secret cave. I posted about a place that has already been shared by other people. Here's what locals really mean. They're not always mad about one post. They're worried that once a place gets too much attention, it becomes more crowded, damaged, or harder to enjoy. And honestly, I understand that part. But are we supposed to never mention anything nice or share our experience? At some point, that's not protecting a secret. That's just hoping people stay uninformed. If you're worried about being that person who ruins a place just by visiting and then sharing on social media, relax. If it's already on Google, you're not the problem. Just treat it well, with respect when you're there. Good luck getting a campsite anymore. And here's another one that some people will use as proof that Colorado is full. If you're picturing spontaneous summer camping, deciding Thursday and camping by Saturday, I need to gently let you down. Popular campgrounds can book up to 6 months in advance. People set phone reminders for the exact minute reservations open because spots disappear that fast. Locals aren't saying this to be difficult. They're trying to save you from planning a July camping trip and then realizing every good campground has been booked since January. What this means for you, if camping is a big part of your dream, it needs to become a planning habit, not a last-minute idea. Mark reservation dates like a concert pre-sale. I-70 on a ski weekend? Rookie mistake. This one is also true. It sounds funny until you actually live it. A drive that should take 90 minutes can turn into 4 hours. You leave at 6 thinking you avoided traffic, but everyone else had the same idea. Now you're sitting in brake lights on I-70, eating snacks, watching your gas tank go down, and somehow you only move 2 miles in 40 minutes. Locals are not exaggerating. If anything, they're being nice about it because most people here have just accepted I-70 traffic as part of Colorado life. If "I'll just drive up whenever I want" is part of your dream, there is a catch. You can do it, but it's not always easy. It takes timing, patience, and usually both. Okay, if I haven't scared you away yet, and you're still thinking, I could actually see myself living in Colorado, but I want the real picture. I put together a free Colorado relocation guide. It walks through what things actually cost, what to expect, and what to think about before you make the move. The link is in the description, so go grab it. Okay, back to what locals think and say. The weather here is not what you think it is. People hear Colorado and picture powder days or sunny hikes. Both are real, but locals roll their eyes because newcomers are often surprised by everything in between. It can be 70 in the morning, drop 20 degrees by afternoon, hail for 20 minutes, then be sunny again before dinner. That's not rare, that's Colorado. And that hail can dent cars and damage roofs in one storm. Here's what locals mean. Colorado weather changes fast and you have to be ready for it. Then there is the dryness and altitude. Your skin gets dry, your lips crack, and if you push too hard, too soon, you might feel it. What this means for you? Keep layers, water, and a jacket in your car, even on days that start out beautiful. Everything here costs more than people think. It's not just the house. This catches people off guard the most. And here's where I'll be honest. A lot of locals complaining about cost benefited from those same housing prices because they bought years ago. So there's a little "I got mine, good luck" energy here, worth saying out loud. But here's what locals also mean. The sticker shock is not just the home price. It's car registration, insurance, especially with hail, winter tires you didn't know you needed, and the gear for all the outdoor stuff. So don't just budget for the mortgage, budget for the small Colorado extras that show up in places you won't see coming. California money changed this market. Nobody wants to say this directly, so I will. Remote work changed this place. Here's what locals mean. When someone moves here, keeping a salary from a more expensive city, that's great for them. But it changes what houses cost for everyone else, including teachers, nurses, and contractors whose wages are based on the local economy. Is that your fault personally? No, but when enough people move here with higher salaries, it does affect local prices, and that is why some locals feel frustrated. This place is getting too crowded. Yes, except the part nobody mentions. Here's something I see firsthand. Yes, people move to Colorado every year, but people also leave Colorado every year. A lot of people. In my own work, I'm not just helping people move here, I'm helping people leave too. Some grew up here and are moving somewhere more affordable. Some are retiring somewhere warmer. Some just decided Colorado isn't the right fit anymore. So the idea that Colorado is a one-way faucet, always filling and never draining, isn't true. It's more like a door swinging both ways, constantly. What this means for you? Don't let "this place is being overrun" scare you into thinking you would tip the scale. You're one person moving into a state where plenty of people are also moving out. But it's also worth saying this. Colorado has changed. Denver is bigger, trails are busier. Mountain towns are more crowded, and the old Colorado many people remember is not really here anymore. I think a lot of people are not really mad at you. They are just sad that the place they love has changed. So here's where this leaves you. Some of what locals say is a fair warning. Trails are crowded, I-70 is brutal, camping takes real planning, weather will surprise you, hidden costs are real. So pay attention to those. And again, it's just people having feelings about a place they love changing faster than they expected. But here's the part that matters. Locals usually respond well to people who show up curious, not critical. People who do not compare everything to where they came from. People who want Colorado as it is, not as a copy of the place they left. That is really the whole secret. Either way, the answer isn't to avoid Colorado. It's to come here with your eyes open instead of closed. If you're seriously thinking about moving and want to talk through your situation, what areas fit your budget, what to expect, whether this move makes sense for your life, I'd love to connect. No pressure, no sales pitch, just an honest conversation with someone who lives and works here every day. Easiest way is to book a free call with me, and link is in the description. If this was helpful, please click like. It helps more people find this before making a big decision. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm just getting this channel going, so it really helps. I'm here every week with the honest, local, non-sugarcoating version of Colorado living. Have a great day. I will see you next week. A drive that should take 90 minutes. I'll let them come. You can come.
Are you an influencer?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just...
You are going to be viral.
I posted a TikTok about a spot called phone reminders for the exact minute reservations open.